A lot of people say that I have a few screws loose. Perhaps I do. I'm fragile, but not like a flower. More like a bomb. Yeah, I'm just unpredictable, unforgiving, beautiful, yet dangerous.
Gentlemen, Brittany Renner has done it again. Okay, recently on one of her posts on Instagram, gentlemen, she went on a little video tirade talking about how she is the victim. Now, if you guys haven't been around the past few months, basically what has happened is this woman has had a child to a very successful athlete named PJ Washington, and he is allegedly on the line for $200,000 a month for child support. Now, she seems to claim that isn't the case and she's actually getting paid less. But in any case, gentlemen, we have here a professional victim. Okay, what she's doing is she's going online and saying, you know what, I'm having it so rough in this situation. I have it so difficult. And that's something that we're going to be talking about today. So this is not the video that she posted recently. This one right here is, okay, she's sitting in her car. She's going to tell us that she's having a bit of a rough time. But before we jump into it, gentlemen, if you're new here, you're liking the videos, what is going on? It is Taylor the Fiend back again with another response video. Make sure you subscribe on your way in, gentlemen. And without further ado, we're just going to jump right into this one and see what she has to say. Now, just a bit of a warning, guys. It is quite a lengthy clip, but we're going to be breaking down what it is that she has to say.
So, moved into my new place today. Y'all, when I tell you, I've been thugging, okay? Like, been living with my mom and my sister. It's me, my mom, my sister, my baby. I mean, because, you know, 2.5 months when I decided to leave, my baby was 2.5 months old. I didn't have anywhere to go. I didn't even have a car. I still don't have a car. I got rid of my car, you know, because, you know, empty promises, whatever, but,
And let's pause it right there, okay, guys? So this woman right here, you know, got with a professional athlete, okay, had his child, and then apparently 2.5 months ago decides to leave him, and now she's got nowhere to go, she's got no home, and she's got no car. Okay, it's so ridiculous to see, gentlemen, how, notice at the end there how she says, I got rid of my car, and then she mentions something about broken promises. You see, this is what girls will do, man. They'll just say some, like, vague crap about how they're the victim, not provide you with any tangible information or anything to go on, and we're just supposed to assume and believe and go, oh, you know what, you're absolutely correct, right? And make no mistake, guys, this woman is not out here struggling. I will actually show you guys this woman's Instagram later on. But, like, I don't know, man. The idea that this woman doesn't have a car, it's like, what do you have to be spending your money on, right? Like people like this are absolutely loaded, guys. This woman on Instagram, she has a blue check mark, okay? She's not exactly living the low life, right?
2.5 months. This is whatever, but, I've been thinking so hard, bitch. Bitch, this has really been the hardest time of my life. And here I am. Because I thought somebody, right. Because, yeah. That to say, don't ever relinquish your independence for a relationship.
Look at that, right? Isn't that just like straight out of the single mother handbook, guys? Right? Don't relinquish anything for a relationship, okay? It's all about you making yourself happy, doing whatever the hell it is that you want. Guys, it's like this stuff you can hear literally on playback with any given single mother, okay?
I thought somebody, right. Because
and like, I have it so rough. I have it so difficult. And this is the question, guys, that I always have for these single mothers. It's like, okay, you have it so rough. You have it so difficult. Where's your man? Okay, you left your man. Now you can sit there and say, "Oh, you know, he's a cheater. He's a liar. He's he's a terrible guy, and I'm not going to defend any of those actions, whether a guy lies or cheats or whatever the case may be. However, let's just look at it from a different angle. You chose a cheater, you chose a liar. Now I don't know if PJ is any of these things, guys, so I'm just making a case here, right? But girls will often say, oh well, I broke up with him because of XYZ reason, even though we had a kid together and we were married. It's like, sorry, pick better men. Okay, but they don't want better men, guys. They want, they want the professional athletes who have options and who will treat them like options. And yet they'll sit there in their car and they'll cry about the consequences, right? And I don't mean to have a go at her when I say this, guys. I genuinely don't. It's just a funny pattern that you see time and time again, guys. And this is why this whole victim mentality, oh, I'm having such a rough time. Like, I just don't believe any of it anymore. It's like, learn to keep a man around and you wouldn't have these issues, right?
Yeah. That to say, don't ever relinquish your independence for a relationship. Follow your dream.
Translation, continue to go out there and get with a bunch of dudes if that's what makes you happy, right? And this is the path, guys, where you can sit there and say, oh, women should go out there and they should just make themselves happy and do whatever. Okay, let's have a look at this. How many women who go out there and live their best life, right? At translation, they go see a whole bunch of dudes in their 20s and 30s and beyond if they can, right? How many of those girls end up happy? Right? Or do they get to 40? Right? This is a genuine question, guys. What do we see? Do the women get to 40 and go, you know what? I've had a fantastic run, and now the attention's drying up, and I'm okay with that? Or do they get to 40 and they get on all sorts of different things that I can't talk about on YouTube because they can't handle the fact that they haven't managed to get a family yet or someone who cares about them for a long period of time? Right? I genuinely think it's the latter.
Dreams, not your boyfriend. A man is not a financial plan. Always have your own things. I honestly feel like since this situation, I don't think, even if I was married, I can't see myself not having my own house outside of the main house. Like, I would just have to have my own space. Maybe that will change with time, who knows. But also, it's crazy. Like, people, they want to see you fail. Oh, they want to see you fail. When you don't, oh, they have no control over you.
Let's pause it right there, right? This whole thing about people want to see you fail, people want to see you do terribly. Dude, like, it would be no issue if you were with PJ and raising the kids together. That, like, you know what I mean? It's like people wouldn't bring it up. They'd just be like, oh, okay, look, it's a good couple, happy for them. They're raising a kid together. That's cool to see. And it would kind of be dropped there. Okay, people don't want to see you fail. People would be happy if you were chilling in a happy relationship and you two were together for your kid. Like, at the very least, they'd be indifferent about it, right? But instead, what you've done, because, guys, make no mistake, when she said there a second ago that a man is not a financial plan, that is literally how she's been treating dudes. And there's a video, I don't have it on hand to pull it up right now, but you're welcome to go and look. I'm pretty sure it's on this woman's Instagram. If not, you can find it plastered around the internet, guys, where she literally talks about how people who are coming up in the sporting industry, they are a great financial plan because oftentimes they don't take the safety precautions necessary to not have a child, if you catch my drift, right? So this woman right here is saying that men are not a financial plan, and yet there's multiple videos of her out there on the internet saying how men are financial plans, okay? Right, a lot of dudes will get in relationships with women, they'll get married to women, and this is a really sad thing to see, because I think a lot of guys will get into these relationships and think, you know what, she loves me, she cares for me, because that's not a hard thing to sell men, because men generally don't have someone who's there for them. Right? If someone's there for a man, it's like he can be satisfied. Like, a lot of these girls, gentlemen, they have so many damn options. A man, right? A man has essentially zero, if he's just an average guy. Okay, so what girls will do is they'll come along and they'll sell that man a dream, and they'll say, you know what, I love you, I care for you so much. And, she'll just be in it for the money. Right? She'll just be in it because, oh, he's just a guy I can sucker along. And that's an issue that a lot of guys realize way too late, you know what I mean? And a lot of guys don't want to believe it, right? They don't want to believe that their marriage that they just got into was built on something that if they didn't have, the girl wouldn't be there, right? And girls will sell you that lie, and this is one such example, right?
They can't do anything because all you fucking do is win. Like, God, this girl's still here? Because I thought somebody thought there was good. Yeah, I thought. You thought. we all thought. I want to say thank you to the people on all social media platforms that continue, God, don't cry, that continue to support me, because this shit's a fucking privilege to have. I'm so fucking thankful. I swear to God, I see the world with a whole different set of eyes now. I really do. Thank you for the people who continue to support me despite the fuckery that I've had to endure.
What do you mean that you've had to endure? You're the one that's inflicted it. Guys, right? Like this is coming from the woman who has inflicted the said fuckery, okay? So I don't understand whenever we hear this stuff, guys, like no matter which way, it's so interesting to me, gentlemen, how there are certain kinds of individuals that go around where no matter what their actions are, they always seem to be the person who's in the right, right? They can never do absolute. I'm just going to move over a little bit here. You know, they're always the person who's in the right. People want to see me fail. It's like, no, people would be chilling if you were there and you had if you had a good family together, you were able to select a good guy and keep a good guy, right? And all this stuff that you've been through, no. Okay, absolutely. You've been the one putting people through things. Okay? And we'll get to that later as well.
After being lied on. Thank you to my real friends and my family that aren't yes men, that have my fucking back. Because that's about the only reason I have some of my sanity. Just thank you. And thank you to the universe for redirection. Thank God I didn't get what I thought I wanted. Because, okay, I'll take a few months of disappointment over a lifetime of disappointment. I forgot to add. Leave after the first lie. You know, people can change, but they rarely do. When people are lying about what they're lying about, ain't no fixing that. Ain't no coming back from that, bro. That's how you rockin'. If that's how you rockin', I ain't rolling.
Or maybe, right? You see all these girls out here, man, they'll make videos about how, oh, I should have left after the first lie. I knew that he was a bad guy and he was dishonest. And, okay, if you knew these things, well, then why the hell were you with him? You know what I mean? It's like you see the lies, you see all the red flags. And guys, like, you don't need to take this from me, okay? Modern women will go out here and they will select dudes because of the red flags that dudes display. Like, you don't need to do anything other than jump on Facebook. Yeah, I know, Facebook, right? And you'll see, like, those memes where it's, or Instagram, right? Where it's like, everyone says to avoid red flags, but I'm a bull, right? You'll hear that kind of crap, guys, where women know that they're attracted to it. They love the liars, okay? They love the cheaters, the guys who don't message them back, the guys who see them once for 20 minutes, you know, whenever the hell the guy feels like it. Right? And then they want to get into a relationship with those men who are giving them nothing and then turn around and act surprised when the dudes lie and like, oh, I'm the victim. It's like, no, you chased the dude who displayed certain characteristics. Now, again, I don't know if PJ actually has these characteristics and if he's a liar or whatever. I don't know. But I find it disgusting when we see videos like this, guys, of like, oh, he was a liar, but you know what? I stayed because I'm a hopeless romantic and I had a kid with him. And it's like, stop painting yourself as if you're the angelic person who's entered the situation and you didn't know what was going on. Okay, guys, I'm telling you, man, girls will try and sell you that they have no idea what's going on and they're just floating through life and every decision is never made 100% by them. It's just removing all accountability, guys. And this is one of the things, right, where, and I'll continue the video in a second, guys, but this is actually very interesting, okay? A lot of guys will go through life and they'll see girls doing this, right? And then they'll get frustrated when they finally realize what the hell's happened. And guys will go, you know what? I'm going to go out here and I'm going to be the one that plays games. And you know where guys learn all of the games, guys? You know, the mind games, the manipulation, whatever the hell you want to call it nowadays. I don't know, like PUA crap, okay? All of this stuff comes from women, right? Guys, I've said this before, gentlemen. Men are not very good at manipulation. We're just not. We just naturally suck at it. We're not very good. We actually tend to want to believe the best in people. We actually look at words objectively, but we got these girls over here changing their definitions, the genders. Like, man, 2021 is an absolute mess.
That's how you rockin'. If that's how you rockin', I ain't rolling. Last thing. A lot of people are afraid to leave relationships.
That's true.
Fear of missing out. Like, oh, I built this person up. You know, no one else is going to reap the benefits.
That's a girl thing, by the way. That right there of like building someone up and then someone else reaping the benefits. Guys generally don't think like that. You know what I mean? You see, what she's talking about, right, is her being with a dude who's got no money. He gets money, and now another girl gets the benefits. That's what girls look at. I'm gonna play that again. I really want you guys to understand, because that right there is something that tells you so much about women's psychology. It's actually insane.
Relationships. Fear of missing out. Like, oh, I built this person up. You know, no one else is gonna reap the benefits.
That's
I don't want to
crazy.
start over. I'm scared. Oh my God, who's gonna want me? Especially as a mom. Because you know, fucking moms, we're just shamed for everything. No one's gonna want to be with you, have a kid, you know?
Single mothers are not shamed for everything. Guys, if you're out there in society at the moment and a girl's a single mother, oh, it's like, you go, queen, you're empowered. Everything you say is the correct decision. You had the right judgment. Yeah, go ahead and leave that man. Like, all this kind of crap. Like, you are celebrated in 2021 for being a single mother. It's actually a very small subset of individuals, channels such as myself, who, you know, and other content creators on this side of the internet, many of you gentlemen, right? Like, it is a rarity in society for people to look at situations like this and go, hey, maybe the single mother should have taken some accountability for her decisions, because that's not a societally accepted idea right there. Right, you guys might agree with that sentiment, but broader society certainly doesn't, okay? Single mothers are celebrated. They're not shamed for every decision, right?
There's just fear of leaving, fear of just looking stupid. The only time you look stupid is when you allow yourself to look stupid. You don't look stupid when something doesn't work out, and bitch, you've had enough. It doesn't even have to be, I had enough. It's, this doesn't work for me. We are not a match. We are not a vibrational match. And I'm gonna be on my way. If anything, I'm smart, bitch. Because I don't have time to waste. My energy is sacred and I treat it as such.
My energy is sacred, I'm smart, etc., etc. You know, I've always had this idea, guys, that I feel like people who are smart don't really need to sit there and say that they're smart. Okay, but I want to show you guys this screen. So this, I'm going to show you the caption from that particular post, if I can damn well find it, okay? Oh, okay, so here we go, right here. So this is the post that we just watched, right? And I want to give you guys a bit of a read of something that she said on the side here. So you already know it's going to be good when girls sit there and write like 50 paragraphs like this. Guys, I cannot remember, like, whenever girls write like this, whenever people write like this, gentlemen, they're just like, la, 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 la. The only time I read things that are this long, that are not like just for entertainment, I guess, is a channel called Think Before You Sleep. I swear, man, he's like the only channel. He's like the only person that I'll sit there and read like the entire. If you guys know what I mean, you know what I mean. But let's just continue with this. Can you imagine being 29 years old with a baby, living back with your parents because you were kicked out of your house? I left willingly because I go where I'm celebrated, not tolerated, with nowhere to go without a vehicle. Okay, so just an immediate contradiction right here, okay? I got kicked out, but I left willingly, okay? She's got no car, she's got a kid, right? Can you imagine not being mentally, physically, emotionally something to get back in the gym, let alone host a club after having a baby, but you have to work to take care of your child? What about being harassed about receiving $200K in child support, which is not true? I don't know why anyone in their right mind would believe such a ridiculous amount, but it's clear the real P word is how stupid people are. I'd be interested to see, right, if she's denying the amount, I'd be interested to hear what the actual amount is. But notice how she leaves that out, because it's probably still a stupidly high amount, way more than she deserves, and certainly enough to get a car. Let's continue. Still no. Well, what about being accused of being a P word, a GD, which, by the way, she outed herself as, mind you, with the multiple videos on the internet. Better yet, a spiteful BM keeping their son from his dad when he wasn't even in the same state at the time. Guys, all I'm hearing, right, is excuses for their own behavior. That's all that I'm hearing, right? Learn to keep a man, learn to choose a man, and you will not have these issues. Let's continue. Blah, blah. All of this has been getting reality on top of trying to get things afloat financially, getting back in the groove of social media after falling off the face of the earth and being a new mother. We're actually going to take a look at some of her posts in a minute, by the way, guys, because Jeez, okay. I'll have to show you in a second. There isn't a person I know that could handle what I've been through. I'm so happy it unfolded in this manner because you can imagine being miserable in a relationship for a lifestyle you can create on your own. Can you imagine moving from a gorgeous condo in Woodland Hills, California to Charlotte, North Carolina, and it still not work out? Can you imagine feeling the need to sacrifice everything, identity and independence included, to be loved? Yeah, I had to sacrifice my identity and independence, aka I couldn't go out to the club with the girls. I have no shame in my game. I've made a lot of money and blown a lot of money. Despite popular belief, I don't have it all together. Oh, we, we knew. Okay. But each day I do my best, and each day my best gets better. Here's to new beginnings, never giving up and following your heart. Now, you guys might be thinking, you might be sitting there like, Taylor, surely she's like such a fantastic mother, right? You know, she's going out here. She obviously cares about her kid, and she's moved for love and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so let's just take a bit of a look here at what this single mother has been up to. So here we have a photo of her, right? She's all makeup up. Oh, look, she's ready for the club. Okay, just for some context, this was posted on November 13th. So what are we on now? December 11th. So a month ago, guys, she was posting images like this. Here we go. You know, fashion shoot. Oh, look, she's out on the town, out at the club, right? I'm assuming this is a stage somewhere. There's like lights up there, right? Yep. Look at her posing for photos, all that kind of stuff, right? And this is what I'm talking about, guys. When they say, oh, I'm sacrificing my identity, my independence, I can't go out there and do whatever the hell I want. It's like you have a child at home, right? You have a child at home, okay, and we're going out to the club and to get attention and everything, looking like this. And this is the girl that's claiming, you know, society is against her and things are so difficult, and I don't have a damn car, right? I don't have the ability to do whatever it is that I want. I'm going to actually show you guys this woman's Instagram just from top to bottom, if I can find the damn thing and pull up the correct screen here, because this woman, okay, who is complaining about being broke or whatever the case may be, let's take a bit of a look if I can once again find the correct damn screen. This woman on Instagram has 4.6 million followers. Okay, 4.6 million followers. This woman should have a car. Okay, guys, I'm just going to straight up say it. People who have this much, like, people like this don't go broke, guys. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it all seems to be, oh, my situation's so difficult, it's so hard. Now let's just take a look at this, right? So we got photo of herself, kid and herself. This is something we'll have to do a video on, by the way. They actually, this one right here, actually, they took her out to a university to speak to students about what I don't know, but I'm willing to bet that'll make some fantastic video content, okay? Herself in the car, which is what we just covered. Herself. Right, guys, and we talk about a lot of modern women in the year 2021, okay? And it certainly seems to me like they'll say that they're empathetic and they care about other people and they're family orientated and they've got good values. This is 192 posts of herself. Right. And I've always had a bit of a different perspective on this, guys. Like, I think that women don't need to post this much on social media, if at all. They don't need to post at all to be able to find a man. I can understand if a dude's like a rapper, right? Or if he's, you know, whatever the case may be. I can understand a dude posting this much on social media. I know a lot of you will go, Taylor, that's disgusting. But I think, look, dudes have to put in effort to attract people if they're choosing to date or whatever the case may be. But if you're a girl and you've got 192 posts, and you still can't find a man, that it's not on the men. Let me tell you something, it's certainly not on the men. But I had one more piece to kind of show you guys and possibly wrap up today's episode with, because I wanted to talk to you guys about the allegations of the $200,000 a month in child support. So once again, we have an article here from the website called Basketball Insiders titled, Hornets PJ Washington denies Brittany Renner $200,000 child support rumors. Now you might be thinking, Taylor, this is damning. Right, he denied paying so much in child support. Unfortunately, guys, this is just a catchy title to get our attention, right? So let's take a bit of a look at this. Charlotte Hornets power forward PJ Washington is denying the social media rumor that he is paying $200,000 per month in child support payments to his ex-girlfriend, Brittany Renner. Yesterday on Twitter, the 22-year-old power forward broke his silence. He posted, "Stop the cap." For older adults, this means, this is slang for stop the lies. Renner is a 29-year-old fitness model and social media personality It's an interesting word to use. Their relationship first started back in 2019 when Washington played for the Kentucky Wildcats. In May 2021, Washington announced they had a baby boy together. Let's talk about this, okay? So this guy apparently denied paying $200,000 in a month by saying the sentence "Stop the cap." Right, and this is the post right here where he's apparently denying paying $200,000 a month. And I actually went to this post, right, and he doesn't say anything else about how much he's paying, or or whatever the case may be. People are just inferring that he's not paying that amount off of this tweet, which, by the way, is just it's not even close to accurate of an article. But as you can see, you have the two of them here, where, guys, a lot of people would look at this photo and go, look, a happy couple, right? But let's just keep it 100 here, okay? A lot of girls who get into relationships, they're not necessarily looking for the chemistry or the love or anything like that, right? They're looking for a certain lifestyle, maybe, or maybe they're just attracted to the way the guy looks, or whatever the case may be. But it's certainly dissectable in a lot of different ways. However, things took a turn for the worse a couple of months later when Washington tweeted, "You can never build a kingdom with someone who still craves attention from the village." Then, last month in a deleted tweet he posted, "You was faking it all along." At the end of July, Renner and Washington unfollowed one another on Instagram. Someone had to pay attention to this. Isn't that crazy, right? Someone had to sit there and actually pay attention to the fact that these two are following each other and then not following each other. Some folks on social media are suggesting that Renner played him like a fiddle all along. Only the two of them know the truth. I think we all know the truth. This is a difficult situation for the child, especially. If the rumors are false, the separated couple still have to arrange child support payments and custody. Fortunately for everyone involved, money is not a problem. Washington was selected 12th overall by the Hornets in the 2019 NBA draft. He signed a rookie-scale contract on July 3rd, 2019. He earned $4 million last season and is set to earn $4.2 for the upcoming 2021 to 2022 season. His projected earning amount of $5.8 million is a team option for the 2022 to 23 season. On February 28th, 2021, in a 127 to 126 win over Sacramento Knights, Washington scored a career-high 42 points. Now, guys, just looking at situations like this, it's certainly got to give you the chills. Okay, just paying such a ridiculous amount in child support is something that really no man wants to do or should have to do. Like this amount, a lot of girls, right, it amazes me how they seem to think, you know what, I'm entitled to a certain lifestyle. I'm entitled to be treated a certain way because I was with this guy, and they'll always try and sell it as though like they had something to do with the dude's success, right? They were there and they did something that made the guy millions of dollars, where truth be told, guys, like the dudes that I know in real life that are wealthy and have a career put together, with the exception of one, right? With the exception of one, have all just done it by themselves. Right, just completely by themselves, and there's been no girl. And like a lot of dudes will partner with girls and partner with women and say, you know what, I think this is a good business move. And 3 months later, the business is drowning because of 50 million different reasons. Okay, so this is just something that I kind of wanted to highlight here again, gentlemen, where once again, Brittany Renner in a bit of the spotlight, just absolutely claiming that she's the victim in this situation. And one thing I want to kind of end up today's show on, guys, make sure you leave your comments and your thoughts to this situation, by the way, is the fact that it's genuinely kind of spooky how the craziness shines through. Right, and I don't say that to be mean or awful or rude or anything like that, guys. It's just very interesting where if you're a guy, right, and you've been out there in relationships before, you've been dating, maybe you've been married before, stuff like this becomes infinitely more spooky because now you can spot it. Right, this kind of stuff for a dude who maybe hasn't been dating. So I'm just going to let her talk for a bit. I'm actually going to play the first part of this, right? But for guys who are fairly inexperienced with dating, you might not know just how bad news someone can be when they talk like this, right? But for the dudes who have been in relationships and marriages, you already know. So I'm just going to play a quick second of this.
A lot of people say that I have a few screws loose. Perhaps I do. I'm fragile, but not like a flower. More like a bomb.
Right, and that's just, man, it's like if you were looking at the situation objectively, Really quite a not smart decision to deal with, I would say. But guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. Make sure you leave your thoughts and your comments to today's situation. It's always interesting to see what you gentlemen have to say. As always, guys, if you're interested in supporting the channel, make sure you check out the locals and the Patreon links in the description. Guys, there's exclusive videos over there for supporters, gentlemen. So make sure you go and join those if you're interested in supporting the channel. But gentlemen, we're going to be leaving it there. So as always, make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you boys in the next episode. Peace.